Alright, hey guys, today we're going to be teaching you how to use the Skype application or website on the computer. And I'm going to be using an Apple computer, but it should be really similar if you have a normal Windows computer. So the first thing we're going to do is actually not open this application because your computer doesn't actually have it downloaded yet. So what we're going to do, unless you guys did download it yourself, then you can go ahead and skip to a later portion of the video where we show how to use the application. We're going to actually create a new window. And then we're going to look up Skype. And once you look up Skype, you can press this one right here. It says download Skype. Very simple. And then you can go ahead and get Skype for you. It'll most likely be get Skype for Windows. And so click on get Skype for Windows, and it should prompt a see, it's a little slow. Yeah, so it'll start this download right here, and once it finishes downloading, you can go ahead and click on it, and then it'll explain to you the steps, and you just keep following their directions until the application is downloaded. So again, this will be the same on a Windows or Apple computer, and so just because I'm on an Apple computer, it should look very similar on your Windows computer. So once this finishes downloading, you can go ahead and tap on it. So again, I can't open it because it's a Windows thing, but once that downloads, that's going to be the application that helps download Skype on your computer. And so follow the instructions, and then you'll eventually get to this application where you haven't logged in yet, and we're actually going to create a new account. So once you have the application, you should create a new account and sign in. To sign in, we don't have an account yet, so we're going to create one. And then to create one, you could use your phone number, but I'm actually going to use an email. So I'm going to use the Arizona Teens Teach Tech at gmail.com. And if you don't have a Gmail account yet, you can go ahead. There's a video on a phone where it teaches you how to create a Gmail account, but it's almost exactly the same. So yeah, so once we do that, once we have our email input, we can go ahead and press next, and then you can create a password. So I'm going to type in a password really quick. It shouldn't be anything that you don't think you'll be able to remember, so feel free to write it down. We have a video on how to keep track of your passwords and how to stay safe online, so there's some helpful tips there. So I'm just going to go ahead and I don't have, yeah, so make sure you follow directions here. 8 characters that contain uppercase letters, lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. So I'm gonna switch up my there's something up there. I'm gonna go ahead and switch up my capitalization a little bit. Make sure you indicate that when you write down your password. And then I'm also gonna add some numbers. Oh, okay. So I'm going to write down some numbers, and I'm going to write down, and make sure that your password is not the same as the email you inputted. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and press next. And so I'm just going to put, and then this will help your loved ones find you over Skype. And then I'm going to go ahead and make up random birthday. You can go ahead and put your real birthday, just so it has an age. And then, yeah, and then once you get to this point, you're going to get an email to your to the email you put in. So I'm actually going to go to my meetings. So this is from an old Zoom tutorial, and I'm actually going to go to my Gmail account, which is going to be right here. So this is my Gmail account, and I'm going to go, and then once you're logged in, so this is for Google Chrome. If you're on any other browser, you can go ahead and look up gmail.com. And so once you go to gmail.com, and you can look up the sign in. So this is not the right one. So sign in, and then you can go ahead and go to your account. So once you get to your account, this is right over here. So yeah, right over here, you see the email sent 1 minute ago, and so you have the security code right here. So we're going to go ahead and type in the security code, and next. And you're going to need to enter these characters So it's just to make sure you're not a robot. So you can go press. So it looks like XKKD6WP, and there's also an audio option if you can't see as well, and you can just listen to the audio, and that will also work to prove that you are an actual person instead of a robot trying to hack into Skype or anything. So we're gonna skip adding a profile picture, test audio. As long as you see the circles lighting up blue over here, you should be okay. And then if not, go ahead and shoot us a message and we can try to troubleshoot that for you. Here's the camera. I'm actually going to close that and then we're going to continue. And so if your camera works, that works too. And then find contacts easily. We're going to go ahead and leave the default options. And so here's what we're going to end up with. So this is the default homepage for Skype. And the first thing that you're basically going to want to do is go to your contacts. And then you can add new contacts based on their name, or what I recommend is that you add their phone number. And the phone number is a lot easier to find the people you're looking for, to add them as a contact. And once you add them as a contact, like for example, I'm going to add myself as a contact. So this is my phone number, and then you can like invite them to Skype. And then, or you can invite them. So yeah, so once you create a contact, all you're going to do is you can add, okay, so I'm actually going to add, so hopefully, yeah, so see the issue here is that you see there's so many people with the same names that it's going to be almost impossible to find the person that you're looking for. So if we go to like, let's say like this person's not me. So adding contacts is very hard, so I suggest using their email or their phone number. And so if I type in my email over here, you'll see like that's my email, and that's my Skype account. So go ahead and add them, and once you add them, you can go ahead and create a new a call. So you see this video button in the top right corner over here. You can tap that, and the video call button. So my camera is being blocked by something, and so you can see that there are a couple options here. You can mute yourself, turn on your camera. So I'm going to turn my camera off or on. So I'm not online. So but if the person you're calling is online, they'll pick up, and then you guys can talk over video. You can talk using the microphone. You can also mute yourself and unmute yourself. So yeah, a lot of great options here. You just want to make a quick tutorial on how to get to this interface. Once you actually get in the call, it is pretty straightforward. And just those few options of muting yourself and turning on your video, that's all you really need. And so some doctors might use this, but it's also a really great tool to talk to your loved ones. So yeah, there is a quick tutorial on how to use Skype. Thank you very much.